Dogs. Musher Dogs are dogs that love to pull sleds. A sled is a kind of vehicle, like a car or a truck. Like cars or trucks, sleds carry people and things from one place to another. People use sleds in places where there is a lot of snow for most of the year. Alaska is an example of where people use sleds and musher dogs to help them travel. Musher dogs work together in a team. If the sled is heavy, the team needs to be bigger. If there are lots of dogs together, they can pull a heavy sled. The dogs usually pull side by side in pairs. They wear special equipment called a harness. The sled is attached to the dogs using a leash and the harness. Drivers don't use a leash to control the dogs. Drivers use commands to control the dogs. The dogs at the front of the team are called lead dogs. They listen to the driver's commands. They will speed up or slow down if the driver tells them to. For example, if a driver yells mush, the dogs will start. If a driver yells whoa, the dogs will stop. Huskies are the most common type of musher dog. They love to pull. They have very thick fur to keep them warm in the cold places where they live. Huskies are very good musher dogs because of their fur and their desire to pull. They are very good musher dogs for another reason too. They are very strong and very good at running while pulling. They can run for thousands of miles with their team.
Sometimes people use musher dogs to find out about new places. They used musher dogs on voyages to Antarctica. Later, scientists used them to help them find out more about this place. Boo Boo was a musher dog. He was born in Antarctica. He lived there his whole life. Boo Boo worked very hard for 10 years. He helped scientists by pulling sleds with supplies. Boo Boo was a kind dog. He liked to give fish to other dogs. The scientists liked Boo Boo so much that they named a mountain after him.
Mushing is also a sport. There are many races for musher dogs. A race called the Iditarod is a challenge for musher dogs. The Iditarod is a special race. The musher dogs follow the same trail used a long time ago when musher dogs helped sick children. The children lived in a village called Nome. It was very far away from other places. The children needed medicine, and the musher dogs delivered the medicine to them.
Balto was a very special lead dog. He was part of a dog team that carried the medicine to the children in Nome. One night, the weather was very bad. It was colder than usual. It was snowing. Balto couldn't hear his driver, but he didn't stop. He used his sense of smell to keep going. Many children were saved because of Balto and his team. There is a statue of him in New York City.
Today, musher dogs race 1,150 miles every March. It takes drivers and their dog teams 9 to 15 days to finish the race. The race ends in Nome, the village where the sick children lived long ago. Drivers can take up to 16 dogs, but they must carry enough supplies to take care of their dogs. These musher dogs even need to wear boots.
Musher dogs work very hard to help people. They take people places. They bring people supplies. They race each other. They lead very adventurous lives.